Hello everyone, Emerson here from TracksVR. We are just getting underway here for our start of our Assetto Corsa Formula 1 Championship. We're running a 8-race season of hypothetical races that could be on the F1 calendar, either tracks that have previously been on there or are grade 1 and aren't on the calendar. Yeah, it should be kind of a fun idea. And we've got about 10 of us racing tonight. Maybe just short of 10. We're doing a half-length Grand Prix races based on the 305-kilometer length that they typically run. And yeah, I'm going to mute my microphone for a moment here while I get the last couple things ironed out. And we'll have an announcer bot going to try and give some updates on the racing as is going. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. All right, our little warm-up... Oh, sorry, I'm going to mute my microphone. All right, our little warm-up session is coming to a close here, and switching over to the broadcast now.
Second. Best lap is a 2:59.187. BKI is third. Best lap is a 3:08.047. Josh Kreisvoigt is P4. Best lap is a 3:30.930. Contracted kill is 6th on softs. The qualification session is at Istanbul Park v.1.0 ACU in Istanbul, Turkey. Munson 75 is P2 on ultras. Nachiya from Canada is third on ultras. Zach Everman, GL, is P10 on ultras. Skittles 43 from Canada is 10th on supers. Beck from Canada is P5 up 24.29 on ultras. Beck improved his second with a 131.619. 5.305 off pole. Josh Kreisvoigt is provisional pole with a 125.444. Skittles 43 is P7. Beck is P6. Beck improved his P3 with a 126.934. 1.490 off pole. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Contracted kill is 10th. Zach Everman, GL, is 5th. Zach Everman, GL, improved is 4th with a 128.676. 3.232 off pole. Nachiyu is provisional pole with a 124.889. Contracted kill is 10th. Zach Everman, GL, is 7th up 0.32. Munson 75 is 3rd up 0.13. Best lap is a 126.314. 1.425 off pole. Munson 75 improved is 3rd with a 125.815. 0.926 off pole. Skittles 43 from Canada is 8th up 0.55. Skittles 43 improved is P8 with a 131.002. 6.113 off pole. Jack Trawick from Canada is 6th up 0.29 on ultras. Jack Trawick improved is P6 with a 127.689. 2.800 off pole. Skittles 43 is P8. Skittles 43 improved is 8th with a 130.756. 5.867 off pole. Contracted kill is 10th up 3.04 on ultras. Ten minutes remaining in the session. BK BKI from Canada is P4 up 0.39 on ultras. BKI improved his third with a 125.797. 0.908 off pole. Zach Everman, GL, is 7th up 0.14. Josh Kreisvoigt is 2nd on ultras. Josh Kreisvoigt improved his 2nd with a 125.302. 0.413 off pole. Emerson Scott is P10 up 0.18 on ultras. Best lap is a 131.516. 6.627 off pole. Munson 75 is P4 up 0.55. Munson 75 is provisional pole with a 124.815. Zach Everman, GL, is P7 up 0.88. Zach Everman, GL, improved his 7th with a 127.743. 2.928 off pole. Emerson Scott is 10th up 1.15. BKI is P4. Emerson Scott is 10th up 0.81. BKI is P4 up 0.22 on ultras. Five minutes remaining in the session. BKI improved his 4th with a 125.679. 0.864 off pole. Emerson Scott is 10th. Nachiyu is 2nd. Nachiyu is provisional pole with a 124.653. Skittles 43 from Canada is 9th up 1.56. Skittles 43 improved is 8th with a 128.884. 4.231 off pole. Emerson Scott is P10 up 1.03. Emerson Scott improved is 10th with a 130.181. 5.528 off pole. Munson 75 is 2nd up 0.11.
Alright, as the qualifying is closing. Sorry, one moment.
Munson 75 improved is P2 with a 124.732. 0.079 off pole. BKI is P4. Best lap is a 125.679. 1.026 off pole.
Question for me. Anyway, so that's as we wrap up our qualifying session here. We have Ethan in the lead with a 124.6 on provision. Touch that time at the moment. See where BK comes. He is.
Nachiyu is P1 on ultras.
So we'll see where
best lap is a 124.653.
With Nate.
BKI is 4th up 0.21.
With 124.7.
The qualifying session is now in overtime.
P3 125.0. BK currently on a flying lap. trying to improve his 125.6. Beck with a 126.8. Jack Trawick with 127.2. Zach Everman with a 127.7. Skittles with a 128.8. Matt with a 129.6.
Nachi USP 1.
Bringing up the rear with a 130.1. And I see we have Ethan out there on one last flyer as well. Let's see if he can improve his pole time as well. Coming through the last couple corners to start the
BKI is P4.
BK also coming through the final corner. And no improvement. So that is our qualifying order. All right, about 3 minutes time before we move over to the race.
Everman, GL, is P7 on hards. Skittles 43 from Canada is P8 on softs. Contracted Kill is 9th on ultras. Emerson Scott is P10 on supers. Nachiyu is P1. Race start. Josh Kreisvoigt is 4th. Emerson Scott is 7th. BKI is 3rd. Skittles 43 exiting pits on softs. Jack Trawick is 6th. Beck is P6. Beck passed Jack Trawick for P5. Emerson Scott is 7th. Nachiyu is P2, 0.1 behind Munson 75. Nachiyu is now P1. Munson 75 is 4th. Munson 75 lost 7th to Zach Everman, GL. Munson 75 passed Zach Everman, GL, for P7. Zach Everman, GL, is P9, 0.4 behind Emerson Scott. BKI is P2 on softs, 0.3 behind Nachiyu. Beck is P6, 0.1 behind Contracted Kill. BKI is 2nd, 0.3 behind Nachiyu. Zach Everman, GL, is 9, 0.5 behind Emerson Scott. Zach Everman, GL, passed Emerson Scott for 8th. BKI is P2. Best lap is a 1:30.224. 0.920 off the fastest lap. Munson 75 is 7th on softs, 0.6 behind Beck. Beck was 7.4 faster last lap. Beck is P7. Best lap is a 1:31.486. 3.311 off the fastest lap. Skittles 43 exiting pits on softs. Munson 75 is P6, 0.5 behind Contracted Kill. Beck is P7, 0.5 behind Munson 75. Munson 75 is 6th, 0.1 behind Contracted Kill. Munson 75 passed Contracted Kill for 5th. Nachiyu is second, 0.1 ahead of Josh Kreisvoigt. Nachiyu was 1.0 faster last lap. Nachiyu lost P2 to Josh Kreisvoigt. Nachiyu lost P3 to Jack Trawick. Beck is 7th, 0.3 behind Contracted Kill. Beck is now P6. Contracted Kill is 5th on Supers, 0.4 ahead of Beck. Munson 75 is 7th, 0.2 behind Beck. Munson 75 passed Beck for 6th. Beck on lap 5 is P7, 0.3 behind Munson 75. Nachiyu is P5 on Supers, 0.3 ahead of Munson 75. Munson 75 was 11.5 faster last lap. Nachiyu lost P5 to Munson 75. Nachiyu lost P6 to Beck. Beck is 7th, 0.1 behind Nachiyu. Beck passed Nachiyu for P6. Munson 75 is 5th, 0.5 behind Contracted Kill. Munson 75 passed Contracted Kill for 4th. Nachiyu exiting pits on mediums. Contracted Kill is P6. Nachiyu is P9 on mediums, 0.5 behind Zach Everman, GL. Nachiyu passed Zach Everman, GL, for P8. Contracted Kill is P7, 0.4 behind Emerson Scott. Beck from Canada is 5th, 1.1 behind Munson 75. Nachiyu is P8. Best lap is a 128.175. Contracted Kill is P8, 0.1 behind Nachiyu. Nachiyu was 3.6 faster last lap. Nachiyu is 7th, 0.7 behind Emerson Scott. Nachiyu passed Emerson Scott for 6th. Emerson Scott is P7, 0.5 behind Nachiyu. Beck is P5. Best lap is a 1:30.476. 2.301 off the fastest lap. Josh Kreisvoigt is P2, 1.3 behind BKI. Contracted kill exiting pits on mediums. Nachiyu from Canada is P6, 2.6 ahead of Emerson Scott. Josh Kreisvoigt on lap 9 is P2, 0.9 behind BKI. Jack Trawick is 3rd. BKI is 2nd, 0.1 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Jack Trawick on lap 10 is 3rd. Contracted kill entering the pits is 10. BKI is P2, 0.5 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. BKI passed Josh Kreisvoigt for 1st. Josh Kreisvoigt on lap 10 is P2, 0.5 behind BKI. Josh Kreisvoigt passed BKI for P1. BKI from Canada is 2nd, 0.4 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Jack Trawick is P3, 3.8 ahead of Munson 75. Emerson Scott is 7th. Jack Trawick from Canada is third, 4.9 ahead of Munson 75. Emerson Scott exiting pits on softs. Beck is P6, 0.2 behind Nachi Yu. BKI is second, 0.8 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Beck is sixth. Jack Trawick is P3. Best lap is a 1:29.884. 1.709 off the fastest lap. BKI is P2 on softs, 1.1 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Munson 75 is fourth on mediums. Munson 75 exiting pits on mediums. Munson 75 lost P4 to Nachi Yu. Beck is sixth. Munson 75 is fifth, 0.8 behind Nachi Yu. Emerson Scott on lap 13 is 7th on softs. Beck from Canada is P6. Jack Trawick is P3. Beck on lap 14 is P6 on supers. Beck exiting pits on supers. Munson 75 is 5th, 0.5 behind Nachi Yu. Nachi Yu is 5th. Nachi Yu passed Munson 75 for 4th. BKI from Canada is P2, 1.7 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Jack Trawick is P3. BKI on lap 15 is 2nd, 3.2 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Jack Trawick on lap 16 is 2nd. Emerson Scott is 7th. BKI exiting pits on supers. Beck is 6th. Zach Everman, GL, is 8th. Josh Kreisvoigt is 2nd on mediums, 0.1 behind Jack Trawick. Josh Kreisvoigt exiting pits on mediums. Nachi Yu is P4, 3.1 ahead of Munson 75. Zach Everman, GL, exiting pits on supers. Emerson Scott is P7. Best lap is a 1:30.291. 2.116 off the fastest lap. Nick Skills entering the pits is P11. Jack Trawick is 1st. Nachiyu is P4, 2.2 ahead of Munson 75. Nachiyu is now third. Jack Trawick exiting pits on softs. Jack Trawick is fifth on softs, 1.5 behind Munson 75. Beck is sixth. Jack Trawick is P5, 0.5 behind Munson 75. BKI is P2 on supers, 0.3 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Munson 75 is P4, 0.3 behind Jack Trawick. Nachiyu exiting pits on softs. BKI is second, 0.5 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Munson 75 on lap 19 is fourth, 0.4 behind Jack Trawick. Munson 75 was 17.2 faster last lap. BKI is P2. Nick Skills exiting pits on ultras. Emerson Scott is P7. BKI is P2, 0.5 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Zach Everman, GL, is 8th on supers. Josh Kreisvoigt is second, 0.1 behind BKI. Nick Skills entering the pits is P11. Munson 75 is P4. Best lap is a 1:28.760. 1.208 off the fastest lap. Josh Kreisvoigt is second, 0.5 behind BKI. Munson 75 is fourth, 1.3 behind Jack Trawick. Josh Kreisvoigt is second, 0.5 behind BKI. Nachiyu is fifth on softs, 1.3 behind Munson 75. BKI is second on supers, 0.4 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Nachiyu on lap 22 is P5, 0.1 behind Munson 75. BKI is P2, 0.2 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. BKI passed Josh Kreisvoigt for P1. Josh Kreisvoigt is second, 0.5 behind BKI. BKI is P2 battling Josh Kreisvoigt. Jack Trawick is P3, 5.0 behind BKI. Emerson Scott is 7. BKI is second, 0.4 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Nachiyu is fifth, 0.7 behind Munson 75. BKI is second, 0.5 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Nachiyu is P5. Best lap is a 127.615. 0.063 off the fastest lap. BKI is second, 0.5 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Josh Kreisvoigt was 0.8 faster last lap. Munson 75 is P5 on mediums, 0.4 behind Nachi Yu. Munson 75 passed Nachi Yu for fourth. Nachi Yu is P5, 0.3 behind Munson 75. Nachi Yu was 2.9 faster last lap. Emerson Scott is seventh. Munson 75 is fifth, 0.1 behind Nachi Yu. BKI from Canada is P2, 1.5 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Josh Kreisvoigt was 0.8 faster last lap. Munson 75 is fifth, 2.3 behind Nachi Yu. Josh Kreisvoigt is first, 1.6 ahead of BKI. BKI is P2, 0.9 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Emerson Scott is P7. BKI is P2, 0.8 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Beck on lap 27 is P6. BKI is P2, 0.3 behind Josh Kreisvoigt. Emerson Scott is 7th. Beck from Canada is P6. Josh Kreisvoigt is first, 1.0 ahead of BKI. The leader has just finished the race. BKI finished first. Jack Trawick finished P2. Josh Kreisvoigt finished P3. Nachiyu finished 4th. Emerson Scott finished P6. Munson 75 finished 5th. Zach Everman, GL, is 7th.
All right, so that's checkered flag. I'm gonna have to go back and take a look at the replay of this to see what happened in the last corner there. But Josh was leading right until the end there, and then it looks like he lost it in the last couple corners. I'll definitely have to take a look again. But that's Braden Kennedy with the win. Jack Trawick with P2 and Josh on P3. That's two TracksVR pit crew drivers in 1 and 2. And then we have Ethan in 3rd, Nate in 5th. Ah, no, I lost the finishing order, but I was 6th. And one more. Sorry, I'm back here. I'm just pulling up the results screen here because it timed out on me. And they were looking for... I think we're going to have to get our race results from the replay because Content Manager is not telling it to me for some reason. Anyways, that was a ton of fun. Next week, we're going to Hockenheim, and... that should be a lot of fun. Thanks for everyone that joined, especially the two of you from our competitors in the V2R challenge, Josh Voigt and Zach Everman, that joined us from south of the border. So cheers to you guys for joining us. It was a lot of fun having you with us, and we will see you all next week. Cheers.